Hi everyone, my name is Daisy Lee. I'm in Global Environmental Health Spring 2025 with Professor Brad Arison. Today I will be presenting on the relationship between air pollution and asthma. Here is a quick look at what I will be covering today. This presentation will walk through several key graphs and maps to explore how environmental pollutants contribute to asthma prevalence, especially in children. Our purpose today are to understand that asthma is a multi-trigger disease involving environmental factors, examine the relationship between specific air pollution like PM2.5 and NO2 and asthma incidence, analyze recent graphical data, trends on environmental asthma. We will focus on data showing how children are more vulnerable than adults, emphasize the disproportionate impact of air pollution on childhood asthma, and explore whether decrease in pollution have led to reduction in asthma. What is asthma? Asthma is a chronic lung disease characterized by inflammation and narrowing of the airways, making it difficult to breathe. What causes asthma? Figure 1 lists common asthma triggers, both indoor and outdoor. This includes air pollutions, allergens, dust, mice, smoke. This reinforcing that asthma is a multi-trigger disease caused by a wide range of environmental exposures. Moving to the next slide. Figure 2 is a line graph track lifetime asthma rates from 1999 to 2022, separate by gender. The blue line shows females consistently have higher asthma prevalence than males. All three lines trend slightly upward over time, which reflects the growing burden of asthma and suggests possible gender-specific factors. Now, let's look at this bar graph. Figure 3 shows current asthma prevalence by age groups. Children and adolescents have the highest current asthma rates. The highest bars are concentrated in younger age groups, indicating that asthma is particularly prevalent among children and teens, setting the stage for why childhood exposure matters, which supports the focus of today's discussion. Figure 4 presents a table of indoor exposures reported by people with asthma in California. Many reports being exposed to indoor triggers like pets inside the home, rocks, and gas used for cooking. More than half of respondents are exposed to at least one of these causes. Indoor environment triggers are as common as outdoor triggers. Indoor triggers like wood-burning fireplace and tobacco smoke also play a role. For children, these exposures are especially concerning because their lungs are still developing. This indoor exposure can significantly contribute to the burden of asthma in children. Figure 5 is a pie chart showing how different air pollutants contribute to new childhood asthma cases. PM2.5 accounts for 33%, followed by NO2 at 23% and black carbon at 15%. These pollutants commonly come from traffic, industrial emissions, wood burning, wildfires. Air pollution is one of the major drivers of childhood asthma. Next, let's look at Figure 6, a map showing where new asthma cases from NO2 exposure are most concentrated. The darkest red areas means the highest percentage, including regions such as Japan, South Korea, the UAE, the Netherlands, and Iran. These regions tend to have high urban densities and industrial activities, which result in elevated NO2 emission and increased asthma risk. This variation underlines how local factors and pollution source can influence asthma risks. This line graph shows the relationship between long-term PM2.5 exposure and asthma risk, based on a global meta-analysis. Let's take a closer look at the graph. There is a clear positive correlation. As more PM2.5 exposure, the higher the relative risk of developing asthma. The effect is particularly evident in children. Finally, Figure 8 and 9 track air quality over time in the U.S. Both graphs sourced from the EPA indicate that level of PM2.5 and NO2 have been steadily decreasing from 2000 to 2023. However, as we saw at the beginning, asthma rates continue to rise. Although we have seen two particle trends, this suggests that air pollution is only part of the picture. The reductions in outdoor pollution alone aren't enough to reduce asthma incidence. Asthma is a growing public health issue. Indoor exposures and broader environmental or social factors are still driving asthma rates upward. To wrap up, here's what we learned about the relationship between air pollution and asthma. Asthma is a complex disease with multiple environmental triggers. Children are more affected than adults. PM 2.5 and NO2 exposure significantly raise asthma risk. While air quality regarding pollutants has improved over time, but asthma hasn't gone away, suggesting other factors also matter. We still have a lot of things to do in managing asthma, especially for kids. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening. Here are all the references. Thank you.